my account, we're level 24. I only play a little bit in the first day, right? Oh, I play it for one whole stream, and then I play like 2 days later. And there's only 3 chapters right now, right? And that's all they have for the playtest. And in this game, it's pretty much a roguelike like Yuma Musume, where you go through a roguelike mode, and then you build your deck, and then you save it. And then that you can use in other parts of the game, like in mission or simulation. So this roguelike mode is called Chaos, and that's where it goes in here, and you slowly build your deck. And the battle pretty much is that your characters start off. Start off with shared HP, and then you have cards that come out from your deck from all 3 of your characters, and you use them and beat up the boss and go down the level. It's pretty fun, I would say. We have combatants here, right? And then there's even more. You can go into the collection. So I would say the gameplay, the animation, the designs of the characters is very good. Like pretty high quality kind of thing. And you pretty much have action points in which I guess I could do like one of these random simulations after this. Do this one. Yeah, so these are my save datas, right? You save it, and then it saves the deck and the equipment. So in the run, you can get gear, and the gear kind of builds on top of your deck as well, and those get saved too. And as you're playing, you get new cards, and cards can be upgraded too, right? It can get upgraded too. And then you save that. And in the way, I don't have stamina. Do I have anything here? They give you a lot of pulls, but only, I think it's because it's a playtest and it's a lot of maintenance. So the auto, you can't do it in the regular story mode or in the chaos. You can only do auto, like I guess in simulation. So we have egos here. Ego is based on your partner, which is your weapon, right? And then it has the share bar here. And then on top of here, you can see how much ego points it takes to activate the ability. But this costs 3, 2, and 3. And I have like, what, 5 right now? And there's a bunch of different cards. There's skill cards, attack cards. Oh, and upgrade. Upgrade's the last one. Sorry. Upgrade is pretty much a one-time use, and it's usually unique. And it upgrades permanently for the battle. And then attacks have... It's straightforward, and the skills could be heals or other things. One of the sad things about this is that when you're actually playing and you're highlighting the card, there's like keywords on the cards that you don't know, and highlighting it does not tell you. Is there a glossary? Yeah, there's like a glossary thing here that you can kind of look up. Or does it have it here? Combat. Ego points. Do they have status effects? Like trying to find the debuff and what they do exactly is kind of hard. Do they have it anywhere else? Shop collection. I don't know. It's somewhere. Maybe they have a dictionary somewhere, but it's not straightforward. So the UI could do a lot of work with that. But yeah, that's the basic jits. We have simulation mode here, which is your basic grind for mats to upgrade your characters. And then story mode, chaos roguelike mode. Oh, and they also have the Arc City mode, which is like your housing system. And then we have policy, and apparently there's a countdown. I don't know what that means, but you pretty much have a timer to get policies, and then increase the bar. And I guess you have to hit the threshold point before the D-Day happens, which was like 12. And each policy will minus a day. And then we also have cafe that give you energy. And then if you're in the battle and you get hit too many times, you get traumatized. I don't really like this system personally because it's kind of annoying. I'm not sure what the difference between this and this besides giving infections, so I guess it's not all too bad, but it does get annoying. Like, oh, after the battle, you were doing very well, and then somehow you get traumatized because you got hit too much, even though you healed it back. it's just one of those make you a problem to solve it kind of thing. We have research facility. I haven't touched this too much, but you can get skill points. But in order to get these things, I guess you have to go to the shop. I haven't touched this too much, to be honest. But you can buy these, and then you can upgrade the skill tree. Not really necessary, so not too bad. This one, you can get buffs for your runs. I don't even use this to be honest. I get forgetful. And then we have the gacha part. The gacha part, apparently there's a 50-50 and everyone's complaining about it, including me. The main issue is that there's 70 and there's the 50-50, and they don't give you enough gems. Without like the events and the playtest stuff, they don't give you enough gems to compensate for the high pity and no 50-50. Like one of my gripes is the activity doesn't even give. This is your daily quest, right? It doesn't even give you enough for half of a pull. It should give you enough for one single pull. Okay, that's what I feel like daily should do, or the banner itself should give you one free pull. And there's the weapon banner. Do what you may, but we don't like weapon banners, which you can grind for these. But yeah, there's that, and there's just nice cosmetic gacha. It's just there. I don't think it's necessary. I don't think it does anything except make you look shinier. But yeah, the gems is very Hoyo-like in a way, where you get like small amount of gems and a single pull is 160, right? So it's the same thing as Hoyo. They did take a lot of the gacha system from them, and I would say that gacha system isn't that great. A lot of gacha nowadays are doing a lot better. No 50-50, and it costs 1,000 for a temple, and the pity is a lot lower too. So they could do a combination though to make that better. But anyways, let's go into the survey. I've been rambling on, and we should just go straight into the survey. So that's a survey. Let me move it up higher so we see more of it. Okay, so the highest level we got was like 24. I'm assuming it says 30 is max so far. I was playing on PC. Average, we do like 1 to 3, maybe. Oh, gaming in general? Oh yeah. Past 6 months, I don't spend too much. I'm like one of those free-to-play players, but if the game is good and they're very generous, I tend to spend more. Yes, it's counterintuitive, right? But I think that's how people feel, right? Because then it'll like, oh, if they're generous and stuff like that, this game will last longer in the long term, and then they want to invest. So, but usually I'm like this. Game that I normally enjoy, we play Epic 7. I don't know if I enjoy Genshin because of the amount of pulls that they give for the effort that you put in. Not enough. Well, I would say it's good, but nowadays I would say I don't play any of these anymore. But let's just say, do I enjoy it? Maybe. Musume has the same problem. Their pity is a lot higher, 200, but they don't give enough pulls. I feel like every roguelike run should give you pulls, right? At least one single pull. They don't even give you that much. So I don't enjoy it because of the gacha. The gacha could take the game down a notch. I don't know. It's just, that's my take, okay? Like, the game's good if they like tone down the gacha some more. I don't even know what Chrono Arc is. What? I would say I enjoy the gameplay of Zenless, but it gets too tedious after. And it would be better if it had multiplayer. I was satisfied for the first 30 to 60 minutes. The gameplay is good. I would say I'm satisfied. I will not say I'm very satisfied unless they give us a selector, because playing games like these, you want to play with your favorite character, even just having one favorite character, right? It can make or break your gameplay, your experience. So for 60 minutes, I didn't get my character. I had to do a reroll. The nice thing about it is they have a reset server, so you can reroll. I don't know how it is going to be like with an emulator or whatever, but in the PC, whatever, reset server, I'm hoping to have a guest account. But I would say I'm satisfied with the gameplay, animation, stuff like that I mentioned earlier. Just that I wish I can select. I still don't have a magnet, man. They're very generous in the playtest that they give you like 50 pulls, but that's just because it's the playtest. No, they give 80 pulls. 50 for the playtest and 30 for starting off. So I'm assuming that you only started with 30 pulls, maybe. 1% rate, not too bad. Tutorial lane appropriate. It could be shorter. I always like tutorial to be shorter and, or at least have a skip button. Story, I'm one of those people that don't care about story, and I usually skip it. So that shit. It seems good. Someone died in the. Sorry. Maybe. Spoiler. Sorry. Were the character illustration cut in appealing? Yes, I would say they're very good. Do you understand performance of the character, partners, and combatants? Performance. In the beginning, not really, but as I played more, I did understand it. I don't know about the first 60 minutes. Like, a lot of the cards on there still don't have the keywords, right? My gripe is that the cards, when you're playing, you highlight over it. What the hell is wave? What the hell is skill? What the hell is crystallize? They need to have it right on the card. They have a thing called epiphany, like a tooltip for that. Just add another tooltip for each card, yeah? Yeah. So I would say satisfied. Do you find the mental breakdown interesting? I find, okay, when I'm playing it, it doesn't happen that often, but when it does, it gets annoying. I can't lie about that. It is annoying though. I won't say interesting, I say it's more annoying than interesting. But it's not the end all be all thing, okay? I can deal with it. Maybe they should tone down from 5 to 4. Because they still take 2 turns and sometimes you don't get it and you have to waste 3 turns. Do you understand actively use the save data feature? Yes, I do. It's fine. The combat missions, content linked to stories. Battle content linked to stories. At one point, it's because I didn't use a healer. I haven't played Darkest Dungeon, so I can't say for sure, but maybe it's the same. But for combat missions, at one point I did not use a healer. I did not use Mika, right? So the energy battery generator / healer, she's very good. Without her, like I was using Tressa, and she had like 1 heal, and I couldn't beat it because that's how hard it was. But other than that, it was pretty good once I switched to Mika. So you gotta make sure you bring a healer or some kind of shielder. So I would say it's hard for that point. But if you build a balanced team, it should be normal. That one point did annoy me, so I will put slightly hard. But once you get your team going, it's fine. That's rough, man. I feel like it's like in between this. You know, I'll put normal. I'll give them. Yeah, it's fine. The roguelike mode is normal. It's fine. I don't see a problem with that. The roguelike mode in the story was a little wonky though. I wish I could use my deck, but yeah, it's okay. On-tap farming for training materials isn't. I would say harder. It's only hard because wait, it's called about difficulty, right? Oh no, it's normal. It's easy. It's easy. The energy cost for each one though could be lower. I think it costs too much, especially for the amount of energy you have. That's just me. Actually, maybe not just me. How did the playtime of Chaos Manifestation feel to you? The playtime, it's appropriate. It's not too long, not too short. Yuma Musume is a lot longer, and that annoys me. They did fix. So in the beginning of the game, they had a problem with like the events for the roguelike mode. Somehow it was hella slow. But I think the latest patch they fixed it, so that's no longer a gripe. Like I can click through the talking of the events now. So I think that's fine. That thing was like dragging it up too long. Do you experience overheating? My computer is OP, so no. With the overall UI, I did crash one time though. No, it did lag. Oh wait, no, never mind. Let's do occasionally. It did lag while I switched to simulation from like a different menu. I don't know. I gotta look at the bot or whatever. But it would lag or crash during that transition. Was the overall UI for easy to understand? Is normal. It could be better with the tooltips. Like some of the wording is weird. Where the hell is the dictionary for all the keywords? I don't know where that is. It's a little convoluted a little bit. Yeah. Are you satisfied with the localization? Nah. Like, okay, so when they say on defeat on the card, when you're reading it, it means that when you use the card and you actually kill the monster with that card, it should activate. No, it's not what it means. On defeat means after use that card effect is used first, and then the next card that kills it will activate the on defeat. So it's misleading. It should say on defeat, the next card or the next on the monster you defeat besides this one or something like that. Then it would, yeah. The translation is a little wonky. I heard there were stories about how it was the same card and it had different wording on there. It's a little weird. So yeah, I didn't personally experience it myself, and they could do better with adding tooltips and stuff. One content I enjoy most, obviously, is the deck building battles, man. Story, I didn't care too much. Character progression, yeah. Save data farming, yeah. I don't like the breakdown system. I just find it tedious. Which area do you think need the most improvement? This thing. This thing, maybe. Story is fine. Simulation material farm. Oh, and the gacha. And the gacha system. Additional feedback. Here we go. Right, I have my whole list. Let's see. Anything I didn't go over? Let's see. I talked about the Epiphany upgrading cards. Let's just reiterate what I said earlier. The pros, we have easy to pick up, gameplay is good, animation is great, character design, great quality. I enjoyed the sheer HP of the characters when you're battling, because then usually when you're in a battle and you lose a unit, I was like, oh shoot, I'm already dead. But you're going full power all the time, so either you lose or you win. I like the reset server for quick reroll. Enjoy the roguelike mode from it's similar to Yu Musume. It carried the rest of the game mode. 4 stars are OP, especially Mika. I wish they had another option for a battery, but I think she's the only battery character that I personally found. So they could do better if there is another one. They could give some kind of, I don't know. Is there a training mode for characters to find out what they do? I don't know if there are. But yeah, a lot of the 4 stars are useful. I heard that one guy that looked like a skull. Where is it? Let's get the agents. Yeah, a lot of 4 stars are useful. Maribel, Shielder. This guy, Cassius. I heard he's good. He's like a Gamba. Nia is good healer as well. So if you don't want to use Mika, you can use Nia. So I guess they do have something, but they're not. I don't know. Is she a battery? She's just a healer, right? Yeah, healer. Oh, activate the top card of the draw pile. That's pretty nice. I guess they do have options, so you can scratch that. All 4 stars are pretty good. I like the merging of the mats to get to the higher mats. So they have that merging system there, so it's not like the end all be all thing. But a little nitpick with the gripe is that when you're going upgrade, if you have the item to give you, where's my inventory? Do I have inventory? Where's my inventory? Storage. If you have one of these and you don't have enough to merge to get the amount, they use these first. I wish they would activate the merge first and then use this, but or give you the option like in the window. You gotta manually do it, but it's kind of like not intuitive. It's just a little nitpick. They fixed the texting of the events. They need to add a toggle or a skip button for the story. You have to hold it, so I'm hoping that even if they don't put a skip, they can put a toggle to like the speed up button for end of the conversations because it is annoying and I have to hold the button. Kind of annoying. Not gonna lie. They did give it a toggle. They have the achievement system here. Not achievement. This thing here. In the beginning of the game, there's so many. They need to claim all button here. Sometimes there's too much words, man. If they want to find out something, they'll look for it, right? If they really want to know. Usually you learn better if it's like a, how you say it, on-hand experience. You're learning bits and pieces at a time. This is too much information all at once. And it had the notification red dot on there in the beginning of the game, and you have to clear all of them. One nitpick is they have the different roguelikes too, but if you have the same amount of packs in the roguelike and like, oh, it's just question mark, battle, I wish they would have a little category like, oh, this question mark is for gear, or this question mark is gonna give you money, kind of thing, or money and gear and whatnot. And just a little nitpick on there. It's just that like, oh, you get to choose from one question mark between one question mark and another question mark. It's like, okay, what's the difference? I don't know if the tiles do anything, but yeah, it kind of okay. I just pick one. And I did talk about the tooltip of the words when you're battling. Should I just do a chaos right now? Actually, we can just look at the cards, right? Like haste. What's haste? Oh, this one does. This one has no problem, right? This one has haste. This one has the keyword. Now we have this one. What's this keyword? What the hell is wait? What the hell is save? Right? So some cards have it, some don't. Right? They should just give all these, make these keywords, and we'll be good. Right? We have this thing, keyword, but what about these? These should be keywords too. They should even put keywords that heal, like, oh, I'll give you HP, yeah, pick everything. There is one thing that there's like a level cap. Like in the beginning of the game, you want to be able to play as much as you want. Because you're leveling up, give you energy, whatever, give you a lot of stamina. The main problem is that they don't give you enough stamina to reach this level wall. Like, by the time you get to that wall, you're only level 15, and then you can't progress until you level 20. I didn't play for a day, so I had extra stamina. I just went on to do dailies. So technically, I bypassed that, but having to wait the first day and you can't grind in the beginning of a gacha is very negative in the first impression category. So they should either lower that wall, and even not, you go to simulation, like I can totally easily clear difficulty 2, but difficulty 3, 30, bro, that's hella high. Right? That's hella high. They need to lower these thresholds. They're kind of too high, in my opinion. Like, they should make that 20 into 15, and then that 30, they should make it 25. Because I'm almost 25, or they can make it like 22 or something. You don't wanna be stuck in a brick wall, and it's like an artificial wall that they put on, like a level wall, a level cap, or a time lock. No one likes that. That's why Tower Fantasy freaking died, because no one liked those freaking time locks. Yeah, it's not an MMO, but in the beginning of the game, when you're playing, you want to keep playing, right? That's what you want to do. They have a skip button in the roguelike mode, which is nice for some of the story, but I wish the nitpick they could add that in there. If they want to change the counseling, I know it for the affection, right? Affection level. But they need to make this separate from this. Yeah, it did increase affection, but this is like RNG. It makes me not want to use the affection thing for these things. You can get 3 times a day, right? Maybe this is RNG. They should probably just take this out. And I know they could just. You don't want to purposely get hit, right? People can go in and purposely get hit and farm affection that way, and they could just put like a back-end traumatized counter. It's just a nitpick, and then just put like X amount a day. It does take a while for the events. Without the events, you get enough for a temple, because 1600 is kind of too high, man. So like I mentioned earlier, the gacha system bring this game down like a couple notches, which is like, yes, you need to make money, but there's a lot of better gacha systems out there, like no 50-50. You don't need to be like Dual Knight Abyss and just remove the gacha. Okay, you can leave it there. They could also put a selector in the beginner banner, because you want to play with a character that you like. Otherwise, you're going to be rerolling, and then eventually people give up. But other than that, in the long haul, 140 is kind of high for the amount of gems that they give. Like the effort for the amount of gems that they give, since they give like Hoyo amount of gems, which is hella little, is not enough. They either need to lower the cost of a temple to like 1,000, like all the other gachas that I'm playing, 7 Knights or Lost Sword, or lower the pity from like maybe 70 for 5-star to 50. So then the end pity would be 100, or do a mixed combo of those. They do have dupes in this game. I forgot to mention that. They do have dupes in the game, and the dupes do change drastically. So a little worry about that being too pay to win. A nice thing that they can have is that they don't have guilds in this game. So I worry about the multiplayer aspect of this. So multiplayer can carry this a lot. Like, it doesn't need to be PvP. Just put PvE. Just add guilds in this game. And then put some kind of like raid boss or something, like an Epic 7. Right? A lot of the system they can take from Epic 7. Epic 7 is still doing pretty well right now, right? So that may be an indicator of what you should do. Because then they have the weapon banner, right? And Epic 7, they kind of combined it. So it's kind of like pros and cons, I'm sure. And I worry about that. I'm hoping when the game releases to have more chapters than 3, because people just blew through this like in 2 days or 1.5 days. So I'm worried about the amount of content they have when the game releases. Yeah, I do enjoy Epic 7 because there's always something to work on, but it also have like 7 years of content to work on characters. I understand this game gets kind of dropped, but learn from Epic 7. Yeah, it's same company. Yeah. And then I mentioned before the gripe of the daily not giving enough for not even a single pull. Yeah, they know what they're doing, but in this game somehow they threw it out the window, and then they start picking up the Hoyo systems. What? Yeah, this is a Smilegate game. Stove or whatever. Same company. But then they pick up system from Hoyo, like 1600 for temple. They give you meteor macro like 5 gen. Dailies only give you enough for not even half a pull. And they even have like these books and stuff. Yeah, I don't know. They kind of went backwards in the gachas. When they added the gachas, it seemed like they went back in time. Another thing is that a lot of quality of life changes they can add, like sort of simulation. Like you could do 10x right on one of these runs. I mean 3x. It would be nice if it was higher. And this 3 times meaning it just does back-to-back 3 times. They should just make it that you do 1 run and you get 3 times the reward. Come on. Maybe either Dakotas you just loop it and maybe you want a different amount of rewards, but you can always just times 3 the ending reward. It would just be a nice quality of life thing they could add, and it would just make everyone like you more. Okay, so apparently there is a combat log on the left of the battle, but it's not intuitive enough, so fix the UI for that. It's not intuitive. At least for me, I couldn't find it. I will be playing it. I like this game. The gameplay is good. The gacha theme bringing down launch, but I will still play and try it out when it launches. And I'm hoping they take all its feedback. It's just mini tweaks at different places that make it sound big. But I feel like the changes itself aren't too big, but the overall impact will be big. So, yeah. Later days.